Hey everyone, how's it going? Blue Riser here. Now, I've been busy. I've been away from the channel for a while now. It's because I've been obsessed with my Nintendo Switch. And I've also been doing something else, a big project I can't tell you about, or rather, I don't want to tell you about, because if I feel like I do that, then I'm going to start procrastinating in a weird way. It always happens, trust me. But a big project is coming up. But aside from that, yeah, I've been obsessed with my Switch. I've been playing Monster Hunter for the most part. And then I got a few other games. I got this game. I don't know, maybe play it on the channel, I'm not sure. Anyway, to the subject of this video, Sakura Kakumei will end June 30th, 2021. I don't think this was very surprising at all, but this is coming from a person who's played how many games now, at least publicly on this channel, like 50 to 60 games. A lot of those games are now just gone. And I heard before Sega has a really good reputation of killing things after 6 months if it's not profitable. So the decision to cancel the game June 30th probably wasn't just like yesterday, it was probably a few months ago. Now this is to an original tweet, we'll go look at that in a second. This is the subreddit, the one I made too, by the way. I made this subreddit even though I barely post on it. It's just because the game inherently wasn't doing anything interesting. I'm sorry to say. I'm not sorry to say, it's just how it was. So we got a few comments. Pain, yes, pain. God, I'm pissed. I actually like the game enough to spend money on the game. I really enjoy the story and the girls and was looking forward to the new story chapter release. I didn't expect that. Just when they were adding a new story chapter, it is no FGO, but I didn't think it was that unpopular. Good riddance. I'm kidding. Sorry guys, I do feel bad for your anime game. And this one's my comment, which I'm pretty much saying like I doubt they were making that much money because it was unpopular. And because it's unpopular, that means less people are probably going to whale on the game. A whale is like what? 10 to 1%, 10 being like very generous of your player base. Out of maybe 100 people playing the game, only one person is really shelling out anything. So I can only believe that the game wasn't making enough money and it wasn't seen as viable. I hate to say, oh, just to be honest, because I thought this when the game first came out, it didn't come out kicking at all. The intro, while being fully voiced, I don't think was enough. They didn't have enough mechanics in the beginning of the game. Grinding was infuriating. It's still infuriating. By the time I stopped playing, like around 2 weeks ago, it was infuriating still, even with events. It's like they planned for the game to be the longest running thing, but didn't think to impress anyone over like the course of a week, right? Most mobile games, you know if you want to keep playing a week or so in. Some people are diehards who are like, I'm just going to keep playing, and that's them. I feel if you want a general audience, because that's what's really going to get the people in there, that's what's really going to make the success of the game, because the bigger the game is, more people, more eyes, more potential buyers, right? But the game didn't have any sort of innovation that you couldn't get from anywhere else. Genshin had already been out for a while, and it was blowing people away. Uma Musume came out sometime around, what, February or so, and blew people away. It had a lot of competition and it didn't even enter the race, and that's kind of the issue. I don't know if it was the Lightworks that thought, oh, our system, our models are great because they work for FGO. I'm sorry to say that's just not going to work. Someone comments under me, I guess they decided to cut losses rather than attempting to save it, which I feel like most companies would do it. Anyway, look at the botched launch of Anthem, right? And this is something I've been preaching for a while now. Live services are the worst in general. I play them, sure. I play FGO, I play Dragalia, I play Genshin, but live services in general are the worst to get invested into because they solely rely on people giving them money perpetually, forever. As long as you keep giving them money, they keep pushing out content. I feel like personally inferior to a product that you can buy and have a full package. Just keep giving them money forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. That's why I feel like the live service just really fails. It makes a lot of money, don't get me wrong. That's why companies are doing it. It makes a lot of money, especially if you get lucky and you get successful. But like you as the consumer should just be aware that if it's not making that money or you're not willing to keep giving it money perpetually, it's going to end. I feel sad for all the VAs and all the abandoned original art designs. Yes, I feel bad for them too. So this is the tweet. Notice of service termination. The service Sakura Revolution Hanasaki Maidens will be terminated on June 30th, 2021, a Wednesday, so around 2 months from now. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to everyone who has played so far. Please check out the following for future details, whatever. So I want to know what the Japanese people thought about this because I think it's really important. So we're going to go through a few of those and then we'll call it a video because I really don't think there's much else to talk about. It's a waste. Ask for a sequel. I'm not convinced even after half a year. Will the producer run away? Should I take responsibility for the producer's work until the end? It's a big deal. If there's a person who changes producer and continues to throw, can you do it? It's the producer's job, so that I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna, it seems a bit garbled here. Sekaku desu ga producer wa. Okay, I'm terrible at kanji, I can barely read it. Katakana and hiragana all the way. There's some kanjis I recognize. This is kind of what I was saying too. Like, you have to be 100% willing. Like, let's say Genshin didn't do enough, even with the astronomical money it made. Let's say you threw enough money on that first Venti banner to get Venti, right? Like, you got Venti. Let's say you went in the next banner, you got the next character, guaranteed, right? The guaranteed pity, like you hit the 90, and you're spending a lot of money, and then 4 months in, they're like, sorry, that's it. And this is why I always say you have to think carefully about spending in gacha, spending in any of this. Realistically, it's always a bad investment. Always. You get nothing out of it after the game, the servers end, and everything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's a target budget, there is sufficient, there is a surplus, there are few users. If the billing amount is not poor, it will be in the red and service will end. Pretty much saying that they had an amount they wanted to go by, and if they miss it, it's over. Did the producer waste what he had planned for the Sakura Revolution? Wouldn't it be embarrassing just to abandon the producer's job and run away? Is it embarrassing for all users to see the producer? I mean, I feel like you would feel embarrassed, you feel a bit upset too, especially if you spent money on it and you invested so much time. Like, the game required a lot of grinding to get characters leveled. That's one of the big issues, I think, by the way, that characters took so long to feel really useful and feel like any real sense of progression. I'm sure there are people who have done it before. I've seen it on the Discord. There are people who actually progressed. In this case, I think the casual user saw the progression, didn't like it, and bailed. I apologize, the air conditioning is on, so you might hear that in the background. If FGO wasn't a Fate brand, it would have ended in half a year. I agree. What Delightworks has with FGO is a miracle because there's enough people invested in the Fate franchise. I know that Sakura Wars is very popular. You know, the intro song or the theme song, this one, is very, very popular. People love it. It's very well known in Japan. So it goes without saying that Sakura Wars is well known in Japan. But you have a few old games, and I think like the last most modern game was on the Wii. And then you have the remake, which was hit with such a harsh reception. Some people love it, some people hate it. This person, certainly the systems of FGO in the early days were terrible, so it can't be helped. Now, I didn't play FGO back in the day when it first came out. I only started playing it when it came out in America, and I just heard it was pretty rough. Rex Cold Steel, why isn't Sakura Wars popular anymore? Because Sega keeps killing it. I think I mentioned it in this video, but if I didn't, Uma Musume, again, so many people were comparing it to Sakura Wars. I don't know why, but in one of the live streams, people were talking about it, and they were actually banning people because of it. Oh, this guy's from Canada, so he translated his thing. I'm sad. I love Sakura Wars and Sakura Revolution. I'm Canadian, and I downloaded it via VPN. I broke my mobile phone last month, so I didn't get into the previous event, but I'm playing it again. I still believe in Sakura Wars. Please, don't give up on Sakura Wars, which is a great thing. It's great to plead to... I don't know if I want to use that word, it sounds desperate. It's great to ask them, hey, don't give up on this thing. You have to realize corporations care more about money. Poor soul. It's Overleaf, bro, you gotta let it go. The production company was bad, the Sakura Revolution is not bad. Thank you for your hard work, I had a good character. Now again, take some of these translations with a grain of salt. Personally, I like Sakura Wars series, so I'm really sorry to hear the end of service. I was also the captain of VTuber, most likely they're talking about, Marine was going to be in it too, but I'll keep playing until June 30th. The rest is short, but let's do our best. Withdrawal at revolutionary speed. More people asking, please do not give up and continue the Sakura Wars series. I'm sure there are so many diehard fans of the Sakura Wars series that they want to see the next thing in this franchise, but it seems like Sega just cuts it loose when it's not popular enough, which is crazy because I think now is the best time to like release any sort of anime game because just the audience is so much larger than it ever has been before. So they really shouldn't have had so much trouble capturing an audience, but I don't know. Thank you for your hard work. It's a shame as a user who enjoyed it. I wanted you to release it as a single work game even if you want to change the shape. Thank you for the fun game. I'm looking forward to the next chapter with little time left. So yeah, the end of the chapter is coming out soon. It'll be the finale of the story. I'm sure other people will probably have everything recorded down. So hopefully someone translates the whole thing. And yeah, I think in general, this might have been better as maybe a Switch game. Sad to hear. I love Sakura Taisen with a burning passion. I really enjoyed both the characters and the music in Kakumei. Even though I don't really like the FGO similarities, I hope for more in Sakura Taisen in the future. Same here, dude. And like, this is me as a newcomer jumping in, because recently I got Shin Sakura Wars, the new one. You know, I want to see more, but like the backlog of games, I don't want to get older consoles or even emulate, because I just don't have the time to play them all. I would like to see new games, new innovation. Mostly due to FGO's Delight Works, Sega also has to treat their famous IPs more carefully. Thank you for your hard work. And it just goes on. There's a lot. People are talking a lot about this. Good work. It was very disappointing. The story was interesting. At the very least, I wanted the story to be completed. Is Delight really think they are good at making games? I hope they would realize the truth. What's the story of using VTubers? They're gone. Management, thank you for your hard work. I like the characters first. Thank you for your hard work. Alright, well, as you can see, there's a lot. These people are a lot more vocal than, you know, what they were regularly reaching. Like, look at this. Look at this. 34,000 retweets, 5,000 quotes, 13,000 likes. But I just want you to realize, I like how it says service ends too. Oh no, I'm 6:30. I want you to realize this is one of their biggest posts. 149, 1,000, and sometimes like 2 comments, 150, 60, 62 likes, 4, 1 comment, 200, 2, 100, no comments, 87, 95, 1 comment, 93, 70, 147, like, but look how many people came out of the woodworks to say, oh, well shit, the game's ending, huh? And I'm not blaming people. I'm just saying the same energy obviously wasn't put into it when the game was running in this regular service, right? This is pretty bad. But I mean, at the end of the day, you can't expect people to give you your 100%. You know, look at me. I've got almost 2,000 subscribers. I haven't broken 2,000, by the way. I've been at 1.9k for this whole year. I should say 2020. I've been actually bleeding subscribers. But you can't expect everyone to come look at your stuff, right? It's just not how it's going to work. I'm a lurker in a lot of Discords, even my own, sorry. So, you know, you have that. And from here, this has been a long video. I'm sorry about that. Again, I get carried away looking at comments. From here, I'm done. I'm going to uninstall the game. I really feel like there isn't much need to do anything with it anymore. It was a nice ride, Sakura Kakumei. I was hoping you would do something a bit more, you know, improve, innovate, something. Really didn't see that. It's a shame. But hopefully, especially to those who really love the Sakura Wars series, they do something else with it and that it grows from this. Knowing Sega, it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.